Hey guys, today I'll be explaining radians, what they are, and how to convert them to degrees, and how to convert degrees to radians. So first of all, I'd like to start off with our circle. So we have an arc here, and it has a central angle. Central angle is when basically both of the sides of the arc are radius, and it's at the center of the circle. So in this scenario, if you have a central angle of 1 radian, then of course you know that both of the sides are going to be the length of the radius. But when you have a central angle of 1 radian, you know that the arc length is also r. And based off this, we know that 1 radian is equivalent to 180 over pi. This means that 2 radian would be equivalent to 360 over pi, or the entire circle. So the basic conversion would be 2 pi is equivalent to 360, because the entire circle is 360 degrees in total. So in a lot of situations, you're going to have to convert radians to degrees and degrees to radians. A lot of times you can do this in your head for simple conversions. So we know 2 pi is 360. We know pi is 180. We know pi over 2 is 90. We know pi over 4 is 45. You can do these type of simple conversions, but a lot of times you might even have complex numbers, such as 3 pi over 4. And in this situation, one more thing you want to remember is you can always identify that something's in radians form when there's pi, but you never want to write it out as 3 pi, 3/4 pi. You always want to have the pi in the numerator, like here. So in these situations, when you're converting radians to degrees, you want to multiply by pi over 180. 180 over pi, sorry. So if we were to multiply this by 180 over pi, you would cancel out the pi's. 180 divided by 4 is 45. 45 times 3 is 135. So you get an angle measure of 135 degrees. But say for example, now if we have to convert degrees to radians, so we have an angle measure of 270, and we want to convert that to radians. How you can do this is when the rule for converting degrees to radians is basically the same thing as the 180 over pi, but it's just the reciprocal, so pi over 180. So you would do 270 over 1 times pi over 180. So you can figure this out. If you were to divide both by 90, you get 3 over 2. So you get 3 pi over 2. So using this method, you're able to convert radians to degrees and degrees to radians really easily. So that's it for our video. Both of these concepts are really important because you're going to have to use radians later on, and and they'll be really important when it comes to things such as the unit circle and other stuff. So it's better to memorize a lot of these rules. And I hope you guys can subscribe and like the video, and I'll see you guys next time.